Hi, I'm Lex and this is a video about how to control your emotions, your thoughts and feel always good. First of all, you have to understand that when you go in automatic, your brain usually go to the negative. During the day, you have a lot of influences. For example, if you see something is good, you will feel good. And if you see something that is bad, you will feel bad. Imagine your day as like 100% of the time. For example, 24 hours is like 100% of the time. Try to understand which percentage of the day you receive some negative stuff and what percentage of the day you receive some positive stuff. And you will see that mostly like during the day you receive a lot of stuff that it's actually not will bring you to this your positive side, and so you have to begin to consciously to redirect your thoughts, redirect your focus to the stuff that will make you feel good and the stuff that will give you the idea that this world is a friendly place to you. The main thing that you have to do is you have to replace the negative influences that you have in your life with the positive influences. If you think about the circumstances that you have, you will notice that you will have a lot of people that tended to feel negative, to think about negative stuff, and they are always trying to influence you, even in the indirect way. Everything that you hear from others is perceived by your brain, and this creates emotion, and rather it could be a good emotion or bad. Normally we always surrounded by a lot of people that always complaining about their lives. They're kind of a negative, they have a lot of stuff that is going bad in their life, and they always, while talking to you, trying to tell you about the stuff. So you have to begin to filter these influences, and actually the best that you can do, find out the people that are positive, the people that are going toward their goals, and they have like this kind of a positive emotions inside of them, and they moved by these positive emotions. You have to be always driven by the best examples. For example, when you watch on the internet on somewhere, you see that there is a lot of people that actually achieve their dreams, that there is a lot of people that are positive, they are actually doing well in their life. So you have to take their example of living instead of the examples of the people that you're always surrounded with. For me, it was very useful to cut the television, for example, because when you see the news and something that is happening in the world, it's kind of always negative. They will give you a lot of ideas about how world is difficult, how the stuff is hard and everything is negative, and there is the violence and the war and the murder and so on. So cut the television off. You have the internet. Internet will permit you to choose your influences that you have. You can go to some channel on the YouTube, for example, like this one, that will motivate you. You can use some different books, for example. In the books there is a lot of information that you can receive from the people that actually spend some years to take in some experience that worked for them, and they will give it to you now by maybe 10-20 bucks, and so it's very cheap, and you have ability to get all the experience of the best knowledge in the world, and it will motivate you a lot. For example, you can do some seminars, you can follow some trainings, everything that will permit you to get this positive influence, because if you don't control your brain, it usually will go in automatic. In automatic, it will go to the negative side. During the day, you have a lot of moments that you actually will have your brain empty, and when it's empty, it actually goes like in automatic thoughts about something that is happening on the street. You walk on the street, for example, you begin to think that, oh, you have still to do this stuff, or there's a nice girl there, oh, and then you think about, oh, I have to do this, or what happened to my leg, or and so on. So you have always these thoughts, they are so automatic, and you don't even understand the direction of these thoughts. So you have to consciously bring your attention to the things that will make you feel good. For example, nowadays it's so easy to get some audiobooks. For example, you can download it from the internet, and there is different application that you can use on your cell phone to constantly listen to some positive stuff. And there is like a lot of stuff, it's free now, there you don't have even to pay now. And so during the day, use those moments when you're like alone with yourself by pumping always your state, by listening some audiobooks, or for example even the music. Normally we tend to listen some music that will bring us some emotion, and we would love to feel some emotion, and for example we use it in the wrong way. So usually when you like some song is maybe related to something in the past, and in the past something happened bad, but you like this moment to feel bad and so on. So you continue to listen to this music that actually will bring you the same emotion that you felt where you felt bad. And you have to do is you have to consciously choose the music that will make you feel good, maybe some new stuff, and you have to relate the thoughts with this new music that is positive, and you create kind of an anchoring with this music, and will always, when you will listen to this music, you will feel better. So use the music in the conscious way. Don't listen to the negative music, something depressive. It's okay to be sensitive to the stuff, but in the moment, if you want to begin to pump your state, to become too much positive, you have to use consciously what you bring your attention and focus, and it's all about energy. The positive music will give you a lot of positive energy. And you need to begin to use affirmations. Usually I see that people like thinking kind of bad about affirmation because they think that it's something fake, it's something kind of a hypnosis for yourself, but it helped me a lot because it's actually some kind of a signal that you give to yourself, and more you give those signals, more you begin to believe it. Maybe you don't think about it, but actually unconsciously when you think about something again and again and again, it could be negative, you begin to believe that this stuff that you are thinking is very real to you. And so this is the way that even affirmation works. You pronounce some phrases that you believe in it, you pronounce it more and more and more, so in the moment in the future you begin to really believe that the stuff that you're saying is true, and it begins to work. I usually use it even on my cell phone. I have this small command that I use, so it will always remind me that I have to bring my focus on this thing and I have to concentrate on this. You will look at the cell phone a million times a day, so use it in this way too. Always keep some reminder about what you have to concentrate on. It could be your fridge, your computer, your cell phone, on your door, I don't know, everywhere. You have always to redirect your thoughts. You have to always be conscious of what kind of influence you receive from outside. Use your affirmations daily. There is a program by Tony Robbins that says that you actually have to go in the morning daily with your affirmations outside, maybe you're doing some exercise, and you have to repeat those affirmations. You have to really believe them, and by daily doing this exercise you will shift a lot. You will begin to really believe in the stuff that you say, and it will be very, very useful. I use affirmations, for example, like I can do it, I'm the greatest, it's not the problem, I have all my future in my hands, and so on. And sometimes I use some very precise affirmations for the situations when I need it. For example, if I'm afraid to do something, I just say fuck it. I just do it. It's just like small signals that you give to yourself, and then you begin to believe it. And you have to understand how to redirect your thoughts. Because, for example, normally if something happened, we begin to concentrate on this stuff, we begin to implement this thought to the moment that it will feel really horrible. But at the same time, you can redirect the same situation. If, for example, one person dumped you, you had this relationship and one day is over, you can concentrate on how it hurts, or how your life is finished now, or actually you can concentrate that could be the ability to begin new life. You have a lot of options now, you're totally free, you can do whatever you want, and actually it's awesome because you will be open to more new opportunities. Be conscious about your thoughts in your head. And sometimes people ask me, how can I be concentrating on the best stuff that I can think, because actually I have a lot of stuff that is going on that is bad. I have this stuff to do, I have problems with this, I have problems with my job and so on, relationship. I have a lot of stuff going on. How can I free my mind about all this stuff and concentrate on the things that will make me feel good? You have to understand that you have to concentrate on the small, simple things that will make you feel happy. And it calls smell the roses. Giving your attention to some very small things during the day. For example, the ability that you can walk. You have this 10 minutes free. You can use them how you want. You have ability to travel. You have ability to communicate with the people. You have ability to do some hobbies and so on. So just trying to concentrate on these things. And when you, for example, eat some food, just be there at this moment. Try to feel how nice is this food. And when you're taking a coffee, concentrate on these small moments that you have, that it's kind of a precious moments. And this way you will begin to feel too much better. Give attention to every small thing as this is a present in your life and you have to use it the best way. So becoming positive and controlling your emotion, it's all about filtering your thoughts that you have in your head. So you have to become conscious about the influences that you receive, and more you will be fast to recognize negative influences, cut them off, redirect and think the way that you would like to think, the more faster you will become the very attractive, positive, high energy person. You will have to consciously filter the people that you are going in contact with. You have to explain them what you're going to, and if they want to talk to you, you have to give them very straight barriers. From the moment that you will begin to change, some of your friends, that they will want to bring you back as you were before, because actually they don't want to lose you, and actually it was very comfortable to them to always complain to you, you will always listen to them and so on. So at the beginning you will feel this resistance that some negative people will not want to leave you. You have to cut off these influences, and from the moment that they will see that you are so driven to become the different person, more positive, with a high energy, they will begin to accept new version of you, and this way it will be easier and easier to change. Maybe you've seen the movie that it's called The Secret. It's a very interesting movie, very motivating, and it's very inspiring. Actually, it's about how to control your thoughts and emotions. In this movie they explain to you that actually what you're focusing on, you actually attract. So you have to focus always on the things that will make you feel good, and this way you will attract them. And don't focus on the negative. For example, normally we're trying to focus on some negative stuff, trying to avoid it this way, but actually it's a mistake, and we have to always concentrate on positive thoughts. I will give you some small, simple exercise to do to begin to control your thoughts better. For example, you can find some rubber band, you put it here, and every time that you notice that in your head you have some negative thoughts, you just begin to hurt yourself. You begin to do it, and every time you do it, it hurts, and your brain will understand this connection, and actually like to think in bad thought is kind of hurts, so you will try to avoid this pain, and this way you will cut off a lot of negative thoughts from your life. And it's about even complaining, about feeling guilty, about feeling bad about yourself, about judgment and so on. So do it daily and you will see the difference. Actually, if you will arrive at the moment that it hurts too much, just change your hand and begin to do it again. I guarantee it will help you a lot, but you have to be conscious every time when you have your negative thoughts and you do this action. I'm actually a fan of Tony Robbins, and he explains that there is two main ways to control your emotional state. And the first way is by controlling your physiology, the way you move, the way you act. And the second one is about how you control your focus, about when you concentrate your thoughts, and this that you will feel after. And it's very important to understand that actually when you are so lazy, when you don't move, you are kind of laying bad, it's normal that you will feel bad. Just begin to do something, begin to move. For example, they have a lot of exercise, and those exercises are related to like jumping with the screaming and so on, and so this creates a positive emotion by using their physiology. And he explains, for example, try to smile in the mirror and at the same time feel bad. It's impossible, because you naturally like take your physiology and you feel like what you produce, and if you're smiling in the mirror, you cannot feel actually bad in this moment. So be conscious to use it too, and it's very useful. So this process to control your thoughts maybe will take you some time. At the beginning, maybe you will be lucky to control maybe some minutes during the day where you will be really conscious about what kind of thoughts you have in your head. Maybe you will begin to control after 5 minutes of the day, when you can actually control your thoughts and emotions. Then you pass to 10 to 1 hour, and actually it's going to implement, and more you have these positive influences, more you will feel better. It's contagious, and by day you will notice that you are getting better. You have more time during the day that you are actually conscious about what kind of energy you produce inside of you, and you will see a lot of changes within the months too. But be conscious about the influences that you have in your brain, and don't be afraid to cut off all the influences that will bring you some negative stuff. If you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.